Hello, folks. I'd like to go over with you the activities that we'll be doing for this week. That's from March 14th until March 21st. And so I'm going to go into the overview, the readings, the videos, and recordings, and all of that. And instead of having this on 2 pages, I compiled it into one. And so I'm just going to give you some heads up on what we're doing. So this week we're going to be talking about school culture and school climate. And it's a really exciting, interesting, and big topic. And there are whole, books written about this. There are volumes written on this. But we're just going to scratch the surface a little bit and start thinking about what all goes into a school's climate and culture. And if you could, think about this in 2 ways. One is that there are tangible features of a school's climate. And, that's how the school looks, how the classroom looks. There are, messages welcoming you or not. It's, whether the school is in a state of repair or disrepair, if the classroom is a mess, if it's organized, all of that conveys messages about the school or classroom's culture. And there are also intangible features, and this is really the feeling that you get when you walk into a building or enter a classroom. The environments can make you feel a certain way. And so I've collected a variety of videos to help you, think through this topic. And so you'll see here the learning materials for this week are in 2 categories. This first one is on school culture and climate. And so as you hit the next button, you'll see that there are some videos that I've pulled together. I really took great pains to only select those that I think are really important and will at sum total give you a really comprehensive picture of this big concept. And as a little bonus, I pulled together some videos from a YouTuber that I really enjoy on creating classroom rules, because classroom rules and also school rules and things like that contribute greatly to the school's culture and climate. Now, another important component in the school's culture and climate is academics. After all, that's what we're there for, right? So one of the ways that we look at the academic climate of the school is through these school accountability reports, and these are published by the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction. And this is where you can see how different schools are performing on a variety of different variables. And you can compare and contrast different schools, different districts, so on and so forth. So I'd like you to go into the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction's School Accountability website. Now, I want to share some abbreviations here. So DPI, that stands for Department of Public Instruction. That's something that you really need to know. And school accountability, right here, that's what they're calling this system now. They always used to be called the state or the district or the school report cards. And so now they've changed them into accountability reports. Here's the link for you. And as I was preparing for this, I realized, oh my gosh, they have completely revamped the site and what the report card system reports out. And I found it tremendously confusing. And so I spent quite a few hours poring over how to interpret these reports and what went into the different categories, so on and so forth. So I am in the process right now of recording a how-to video on how to interpret the reports, how to understand them, and I'm hoping that that will be helpful to you in understanding the numbers and the charts that are contained in the reports. So what I'd like for you to do after I've got the video posted, which will be posted by, let's see, March 14th at by 11:59 p.m. Because I'm having a difficult time doing this video because I really want to make sure I'm not confusing things further. Anyways, so what I'd like to have you do for this week is watch the video, go to the DPI website, find the report cards or the accountability reports for the district and the school that you were assigned for O&P, and just start to play around with understanding what is being presented by those reports. And soon we're going to be starting something called data-driven instruction. And that's when we're going to take those reports and apply them to designing instruction. So for now, I want you to get a jump start on that because I think it's something that you're going to want to spend some time with. So the 3 learning materials for this week are: 1, watch the school culture and climate videos. And then I'm suggesting that that you do some steps to really help you improve your learning in this area. And that would be for you to develop your own definition of what school culture and school climate means. And then start developing a list of components for each that would help you analyze a school's culture and climate. Number 2 is to go to the DPI website for the school accountability report cards and find your district and school. And number 3 is to watch the video on reading and interpreting those report cards. So some optional activities. So regarding the Flipgrid discussion that I was supposed to open for last week, I didn't really want to. It was embedded in the course, and to be really honest with you, I'm not a fan of online discussions at all. But I realize some of you are really excited about sharing your O&P experiences, and I actually do really want to hear what you have to say. So I've opened the O&P Flipgrid discussion, and that will start today. It's going to be optional. So I want you to feel free to share your experiences, but I don't want to require that. And the reason why this one is complicated is because some students haven't been able to start their O&P visits yet. So it's very difficult for me to open up this discussion, have it be required, and have deadlines on it, because some folks won't be able to have their O&P done until towards the end of the semester. So I'm offering extra credit of 5 points for participating in that discussion. And in order to receive the 5 points, you'll want to make your initial post talking about your placement and then respond with meaningful responses to at least 3 classmates. Also, I'm making the Teaching to Change the World Chapter 9 optional. Read it if you'd like. Go through the slides that are pasted at the bottom if you'd like. And I want you to take a look at the descriptive analysis assignment. And surprise, I want you to, as I say here, feel the joy over not having to do it. I will explain more as we go through the rest of this. So next week, we're going to start planning and designing instruction. And I know that's a change up over what's on the syllabus. And I want to explain why I'm doing that. First of all, I think that it's important. But also, not too long ago, I had a student meet with me. And that student was really excited about creating lesson plans. And because I have a very different perspective on lesson planning, I didn't share that enthusiasm. And I normally am really enthusiastic and supportive. And I wasn't. And it was really unfortunate because it was a big missed opportunity. So as I've reflected on that situation, I'm listening, and I know that a lot of you are excited about starting lesson planning and all of that. And in most of the 210 courses, lesson planning and designing objectives and designing instruction, it's something that's just really glossed over. But we're going to dive into it here because I do believe it's important. And as we go through, I'm going to share my perspective on it. And I hope you enjoy it. And yeah. So the important announcement with the descriptive analysis paper is that the learning activities that we're going to be doing in conjunction with the planning and designing modules and what more specifically is data-driven decision-making and differentiation is going to take the place of the descriptive analysis paper. And you may be wondering why, and you may be like, oh my God, she canceled stuff before and I was so confused and I don't know what's going on. Well, please just bear with me. I'm teaching a course that was designed by someone else. When they taught it, it went so well for them. But this course is not me. And I teach very differently, and my priorities are very different. And I like to focus on things that are authentic to what educators need to know and be able to do. Essay writing, in my opinion, is not authentic to the work of a teacher. All the years that I've spent in the K-12 classroom and in higher ed, I haven't had to write essays. And I write a lot of things. And certainly as a researcher and as a professor, I have to write in that sort of a way. But up until I became a professor, it wasn't a part of my job. So you've written one paper this semester. I want to move on, and I want to do things that are more authentic to what teachers do. So you're noticing some confusing things going on with the class, and that's because I am making revisions while teaching, and it's ugly, and it's ugly for both of us. But one of the things that I've always complained about is that because I've been a K-12 teacher in a variety of different environments, I can see very clearly that there are some disconnections between what we require students to do in college classrooms and the authentic work that teachers do. Now, that's not to say that the assignments that other faculty are assigning are bad. They're not in any way, shape, or form. Professors assign the kinds of learning activities that they believe will help students with the thinking and the doing that are necessary for the profession. And a lot of professors really wholeheartedly believe in the importance of writing papers as a way to improve your thinking, especially your critical thinking. And they're really good at it. I mean, they're really good at assigning that. I'm not. I am much better at helping you with the very practical things that like I had to do once when I got in the classroom. So I'm making revisions, and I apologize for all of the confusion and the like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And I missed this or whatever. I'm going to promise you that if you just have patience with me for another 2 weeks, I'll have the revisions made for the most part. I'm doing my best to redesign mid-semester and make improvements that I think are really going to benefit you. I promise that your grade will not be harmed in any way. I promise you that I won't impose any unreasonable deadlines, and I'm not going to surprise you with things. So just please give me some grace, and I hope that you will find these revisions and changes engaging. So let's go over the module for today, or that's opening today. So let's go down here again. So that's the overview right here that I just went through. These are the school culture and climate videos that I've assembled for you. So there's not a ton. These aren't long. So anyways, I hope that you do find them valuable. Then this is the classroom rules. There we go. And I think you'll like Stan Tall. He's pretty cool. Then you'll see right here the canceled descriptive analysis. Yeah, that'll probably still show up on your to-do list. But notice I've changed it to 0 points and I've taken the deadline away. After this module, I will do my best to remove it so it doesn't show up for you again. Next week, we're moving into data-driven instruction, differentiation, and planning for instruction. And I have a lot of stuff that's coming your way. Let me see. It's down here is where I'm building it. So I'm going to open up this early. So if you'd like to start, if you'd like to get a head start on it, you can. So we're going to talk about where curriculum comes from, what curriculum maps are, how to write objectives, what learning targets are, assessments, why you need assessments. This awesome classroom instructional formula, a great YouTuber shared that, designing a lesson, and we're going to talk about planning. And, a lot of these are just simply like I'm designing right here. They're videos that I've used in my previous classes or videos that I found recently that I think are going to be of value to you. So that's what's coming your way. And I'm not going to throw a bunch of stuff at you for over spring break. And this discussion right here is going to go away as well. I'm going to start scaling those back because I'm ADHD and a dyslexic reader. I find discussions absolutely overwhelming. And anyways, so that's what's coming your way. I hope that that's something that's going to excite you. And so have a wonderful week. Enjoy the sunshine. Well, if you're watching this on Tuesday, the 14th, I hope you enjoy the sunshine. And like I said, have a great week and reach out if you have any questions or concerns or if you see any ways that I can help you. Thank you so much for listening and talk to you soon.